So it's time for my May things I'm into. There's a lot more than there were last month, which I think only serves to show I was procrastinating more this month by actually doing stuff. The first category we have is anime, and I've watched 5 animes this month, and I'm currently watching 2 more, so that's 7. And of the 7, there was only 1 I didn't like, so I thought I'd throw that in there anyway. So the animes that I watched this month were Ouran High School Host Club, which I've already done a review on, Rosario plus Vampire. I'm pretty sure this anime wanted to call itself Rosary plus Vampire, because that makes so much more sense. I will actually have a review on all of these, so... Then there was Ghost Hunt, which is my all-time favorite anime, most likely. I don't think I have found an anime I like as much as this one, mostly because it's about ghost hunting, which is always entertaining, and yeah. The fourth one is Madoka Magica. This was the anime that I found off the Readables channel, and despite her review on it and her talking about it, I didn't actually expect the anime to turn out the way it did, and I have to say this is probably my least favorite anime of the month. So I watched Fruits Basket, which is also the manga I'm currently reading. And then the 2 animes that I'm watching right now and haven't finished are Soul Eater. I've just started part 4, and the other anime is Needless, which I can't watch more than like 1 or 2 episodes a week, because otherwise I will literally go mad. Other than that, I'm actually enjoying this anime. But I will have reviews up for all of these animes in the coming weeks, so you can see my full thoughts on them. But basically, those are the animes I've watched this month. Then we move on to games. So I have a bunch of board games and then 2 computer games. So let's start with the 2 computer games. Last month I said I was really into League of Legends, and I still am, although I'm really into a specific map, and that is the ARAM map. Basically on this map, everyone goes down one lane to fight, and you're given a random champion that you have access to. So I can't really talk about it because I'm gonna assume if you play League of Legends, you already know about it, and if you don't, then you probably aren't interested. The other game is Neverwinter. This is an open beta. I haven't got to play it that much because my computer has a hard time handling it, so the only time I can really play it is when my brother isn't here, and that's generally the same time that I record videos, so I don't get a lot of playing time on it. Every Saturday for like the last 3 or 4 months, my brother and I have been going over to our uncle's house. We've been playing board games, and normally we would just play Settlers of Catan or some variation of that, but recently my uncle got out his board games and we've been playing some of his old board games. So, the games we've been playing are SkipO. In this game, every player is dealt a 30-card deck, and your goal is to get rid of your 30-card deck. The game is called Qwitch. This is a really easy, fast game. The average game is about 5 minutes. All of the cards are dealt to all the players, except for the last card, which is placed face up. Those are the blue cards. And then the green cards have plus, minus, and equals. And in this game, the cards are labeled with a letter from A to H and a number from 1 to 8. And the goal is if you have an A1 and the card flipped over is a plus, you either have to play a B card or a 2 card. And basically the goal is to get rid of your entire deck as well. The 2 other games we've been playing were Racko and Racko Plus. Basically Racko is you have a rack of 10 cards, and your goal is to get them in numerical order. With Racko Plus, you have extra cards added, like wild cards, which can count for any number, and cards that let you draw more than 1 card. And even though I totally kicked butt in Racko Plus, I really like Racko better, because it's a lot more difficult. Then my uncle also got us playing Dominos, specifically the game of Dominos we were playing, he said is called Muggins. And then the final game is actually the only actual board game that we've been playing, and that was Go for Broke, which is the game to spend $1 million. Every player is dealt $1 million, and your goal is to spend it. The very first time I played this game, I ended up with $1,200,000, which is more than you start out with, which is very bad. I was super lucky that game. I won all of the time. I won the horse races and the casino, and yeah, when your goal is to spend all of your money. Oh, and then I was sent to the poorhouse and ended up having to collect like $500,000. But I ended up winning the second game because I blew almost $200,000 at the casino. Yes. Websites. So there are two websites. The first is Duolingo. I heard about this a couple months ago on Barley Bishop's channel. Basically this website is to help you learn other languages. I've basically right now just been using it to refresh my Spanish. And then the second website slash thing is the International Geek Girl Pen Pal. I heard about this from Christina Horner's Things I'm Into a couple months ago and actually signed up, and I ended up with a pen pal from the UK, and it's actually been a lot of fun. Then movies. The only two movies that I've been into are basically we got the movie Pitch Perfect from Netflix, and then my sister kept it for a week and a half and watched it twice a day every day. So kind of know the plot of that movie really well now. And then the other movie was Iron Man 3, which is the first time I've been to a movie since like 2011, 2010. I don't remember if the last movie I went to see in theaters was Avatar in 3D, or if it was Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. TV shows. So basically, I've been trying to watch the Buffy the Vampire Slayer spinoff Angel. I'm on season like 3 right now. But I did get all caught up in Once Upon a Time and the season finale, OMG. And then the last show, I don't know why I started rewatching this. I believe this show is 12 episodes long, and then there's like a special Christmas special. But it is Hanakimi. It's a Japanese, I want to say drama comedy. So the show is entirely in Japanese with English subtitles, and basically, I mentioned this briefly in my Ouran High School Host Club review. Basically, the girl sneaks into an all-boys school to get her favorite athlete to start jumping again because she feels responsible for the fact that he isn't jumping anymore. And it's basically, on the very first episode, there's a disclaimer that says, "This drama is fictitious, please excuse the foolishness," which basically explains this entire show. Basically, this is what an anime would look like if it was in real life. Like golden wash tubs falling from the ceiling when there's nothing there. Music. So basically for music, what I do is I just pick the songs I've been listening to the most this month. And for those, we actually have a few this month. We have 2 from We Are the In Crowd, and those are Rumor Mill and Both Sides of the Story. Then we have, I've been listening to the Card Captors opening a lot. I don't know why, it's like 30 seconds, but it's a lot of, I've been enjoying listening to it. Then I've been listening to 2 Hannah Montana songs, The Other Side of Me and Who Said. I don't know why, like, I ended up listening to them, but now I'm like, yeah, I feel like listening to this song. Why not? Also, Bonnie Tyler's I Need a Hero. And what else? And Are You Gonna Kiss Me or Not by Thompson Square. So there's, what, 6, 7 songs that I've been listening to kind of a lot this month. So, and for my last category, this is something I haven't done in any of my other videos so far. But basically, if you haven't been able to tell, I've been wearing more makeup this month. So I thought I would show you some of the makeup products that I've been using and not really talk about them a lot because that would be boring. So for lipstick, I have this sample size of the color Pouty, which is the color I wore in my Bad Boys video and in my More Unfinished series video. And basically, I really like this color, so when I went to the Avon website to see if they had more, they're like, no, the only color we have is Pout, which is a sheer pink, and it made me very sad. So now I have to find a color that matches this color, because I really like this color. And then the other color is the color I'm wearing right now, which is from the Avon A Whirl Spiral line, and the color Vanilla Bronze. Basically, I like this color because it really just makes my lips shimmery and doesn't make my lips colorful. Also, I've been using this Astonishing Lengths mascara. I have never been able to wear mascara before because every other brand of mascara I have ever used has made my eyes water, but this one doesn't. So for the first time in my life, I can wear mascara. Then I got these two eyeliners. I was using my sister's black eyeliner, but as you can tell, I'm very terrible with eyeliner. So I've got these dark brown and purple colors of the Wet n Wild Color Con. And basically I like these because I can practice, and while they aren't too dynamic that like you can clearly tell I'm playing around with eyeliner. The final three things are nail polish. My sister got this 7 assorted nail polishes and she didn't like the color of the green, so I have this green nail polish that I'm currently wearing on my toes, but I wore them on my fingers earlier in the month. But yeah, so I have a green nail polish. Then the color I was wearing also earlier in the month was this mocha shimmer color from the Avon nailwear line. I really like this because it's just a shade darker than my actual skin tone, so it looks like my fingertips have been tanned, which is kind of a cool effect. Then the last color, whoosh, is the color I'm wearing right now. It's actually my sister's nail polish. It's Bijou Blue from the Wet n Wild Wild Shine line. And like I said, it's the color I'm wearing right now. I like it. It's very bold. The only problem is I'm used to the nail wear and the speed dry nail polish, which dry in about 5 minutes, and this one takes about an hour. So I almost always nick it and sometimes have to redo my nails. But yeah, those are the things I've been into in May. So I guess that'll be all for this video, and until next time, TTY.